Namaste, beautiful friends. Welcome to the week of the eclipse. I just did a video yesterday. I will link it here regarding the energies that we're going to start experiencing throughout the week as we move toward this eclipse. It's a full moon lunar eclipse, full eclipse in Virgo, and it's going to be like a blood red moon, and this is going to create some energies. But if you check out that video, I promise you will find something valuable there in the way of some guidance on how to navigate them for your greatest and highest good. All right, so I am Elle. Welcome to my channel. This is Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness, a channel dedicated to uplifting and enhancing your spiritual well-being. And I post daily videos where I review the salient features of the astrology of the day, and then I pull a tarot reading that gives us good guidance on how best to navigate these energies or how you may be experiencing them. This allows us the opportunity to kind of be prepared so that we can respond instead of react, which usually generates more positive outcomes for ourselves and those around us. So let's get into today's astrology. Today is March the 10th. Happy Monday. All right, so for the aspects of the day, the moon is in Leo and it is opposite Pluto in Aquarius, and it is at 3 degrees. And so this is going to be an opposition, and in this opposition, you may experience, or others around you may experience, an intense need for attention, maybe want to overstate their purpose or their opinion, and it could result in some attention seeking behaviors, particularly for people who are under high stress situation or for if you're dealing with children. So there may be some acting out of attention seeking behaviors, but then the moon is going to trine Mercury in Aries. This is going to add to that intensity. It's almost going to be like it's an absolute now kind of I need your attention now. This is almost like a temper tantrum on the floor in the grocery store with a 2-year-old. It's like, I need this now. I need you to hear me now. And so there's a very loud, boisterous exchange in order to captivate your attention. And then the moon is going to trine Venus. And so now we're going to get into a little more like, okay, so let me explain why I had that tantrum. Or, even though there may be an expression of an opinion, it really goes a little deeper than that. And by the end of the day, we're going to kind of get to the root of what was causing all of that turbulence. And then we're going to get this kind of sigh of relief, like, okay, we made it through that little exchange of energy, and now all will be well. So that's what I have as far as interpreting the astrology and the energies of today. Let me cleanse and clear. While I'm doing that, I want to suggest maybe hydrating. The sun is very active. We are getting some solar storms. So the earth is getting bombarded. And I just got the download before I started this reading to go ahead and remind you to hydrate now. This is purified water with some Celtic salt, but also remember to charge your water with positive emotions so that it can help to elevate your spiritual well-being. I'll see you back here in about 30 seconds. right, my beautiful friends, I did a pre-shuffle, and the only card that stood out during the pre-shuffle was the card of control. So just be reminded that you may want to control this outburst, whether it be you or if somebody else, but it has a purpose, and it's basically to draw attention to a need that is not being met, and we want to make sure that we are communicating that clearly. All right, the decks that I am using the Enchanted Blossoms Oracle by Carla Morrow, and then I am using the Eye of Zen Romance Oracle by Jennifer Walker, and then the Crystal Visions Tarot by Jennifer Glasso. And then if I need to pull another card from one of the decks I have on standby, I will do so. Now, if this combination of decks really speaks to you or resonates strongly with you, that may be an indication that it's time to get a personal reading. All right, so we have gratitude and hope. Absolutely beautiful energies to start our Monday. Gratitude and hope. Now, we saw the hope card from the Romance Oracle deck the last 2 days. So we still have this optimistic energy. Probably has a lot to do with the astrology. But, you know, kind of gets cloudy by some of that moon transit, which represents our emotions. But I feel overall, we're all in a very hopeful, optimistic energy as we are leaving Piscean energy and moving into a more vibrant, passionate fire sign energy of Aries. Okay, so then we have this gratitude. I definitely feel like those are two energies you want to charge your water with. And hopefully while you're listening to this reading, you are charging your water and drinking and consuming that water, because it really does help enhance your spiritual well-being, according to Masaru Emoto, the doctor that did a lot of research on water molecules and their reaction or response to positive emotions. Here's the spiritual. To me, this is really focusing on the spiritual. I have done some activations. I did the Heart Center activation, so I will link the activation playlist here. Find one that resonates with you. You want to clear the chakra. There's 7 days and 7 chakras, so do a clearing, one each day this week. I think that's going to benefit you in these really intense full moon energies. And then confusion. I think we saw this card yesterday, so another reiteration to check out yesterday's reading if you haven't already. It was involving not being overly critical of your partner, and that the relationship that you're in needs peace. Okay, so the present is clouded by future uncertainty, and more information is needed for clarity. And then traditional values or spiritual lessons need to be learned. So through this activity with the energies from the astrology, I really feel like this is kind of you know, there's a deeper need that, you know, maybe subconsciously is not being met, and it maybe comes out in acting out behavior, but then it becomes the awareness of what it is actually creating that dis-ease in your system, or that agitation. So remember that this is a general read, and that this may be a reflection for you to consider, or this may be other people around you, so that you're aware. If you see somebody having a meltdown, like you're in the store and somebody's really starting to melt down at the cashier, you may have a deeper understanding of why. Or if you're in a relationship where somebody is really acting out, it's probably because there's a deeper need not being met, and we need to get to that, and they will by the end of the day. Queen of Cups, absolutely. I feel like the Queen of Cups, that's definitely Cancerian energy, but you want to kind of be in your heart space. Here we have the Three of Pentacles. This is partnership, alliances. It could be work relationships, but it could also be somebody you're living with, or somebody that you deal with on a daily basis. There's the Strength card. That is Leo energy. Then we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this could be somebody that are fire signs. We have a lot of Lion, Leo energy here. Um, Now, the King and Queen of Wands are, that's Aries energy, but this is a Leo energy. So we have a lot of fire sign, a lot of passion, a lot of action, a lot of, this is probably the kind of what's fueling that meltdown. That's combustible. Um, I think we talked about that yesterday. There was a little combustible energy with some air energy and fire energy, and it was like very combustible. So, could be, we have three court cards here. We have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. This could be you. It could be someone else. It could be three people with this Three of Pentacles here. So that might reference the reading I did on Saturday. That was a bonus reading because I usually don't do them, but there was a message that needed to come through. I think it was finally posted yesterday. So check that one out. But there could be somebody, it was dealing with an intense connection or attraction to somebody. That could be these. There's quite a few scenarios here, but this Strength card, that is ruled by the Sun, and this is about courage and your inner strength. It can also be about ego. So that might be what gets triggered today that causes this meltdown. But I really feel like the energy to be in is be in your heart space. Have compassion, and this is also express what is truly going on with you as opposed to, kind of that fabricated reality that precipitates the tantrum or the outburst. We don't have to call it a tantrum, but there is an outburst. And it's like a really powerful expression of feelings, but it may not be exactly what is the issue. The issue may be deeper. So give yourself or others an opportunity to explore that, and then to be able to kind of bring it to their awareness and then reconcile. This is also an indication that something that is shown on the outside by others, like whoever else is having the tantrum, may be something as a mirror to you of something inside you that needs to be addressed. So keep that in mind. Now we have the Knight of Wands, more Aries energy, definitely indicating spring, springtime energy, but also very impulsive. Knight of Wands is very impulsive, kind of off the cuff, maybe doesn't think everything through to a great degree before they have this outburst or tantrum. Oh my gosh, now Six of Wands. That's more energy of Leo. Oh my gosh, you can see the energy here. This is a lot of activity. Now we have the Four of Cups. Sorry, that's Cancerian energy. Lots of emotion, lots of passion, lots of actions and reactions, and only one card of Pentacles, which is all about being grounded. But here we have three, which could indicate three people being involved. It also could indicate there might be a new beginning after this, awareness. Oh, there's a pentacle. Thank you. Some more grounding energy. We don't have any air energy. So that's kind of nice too, because that will just make it more combustible. Okay, so let's take this one. And then this one goes here. Okay, so let me review all of the astrological signs. Doesn't have to relate to you, but it could be triggering a point in your chart, and you may need to see where those astrological signs fall in your chart, so you get an indication of how this may affect you. So with the King and Queen of Wands, those are Aries energy. The Strength card is Leo energy. The Knight of Wands is Aries energy. So we have Aries, Aries, Aries. And then we have the Six of Wands, which is more Leo. And then we have the Eight of Wands, which is fortunately Sagittarius energy. This is kind of that what comes in afterwards with this Ace of Cups. Remember I said there might be a new beginning after finally we get to the root of the problem here. You know, what is really creating this emotional outburst or tantrum? That might be where we have that energy later in the day, where there seems to be some communication and resolution, and then this could be a new beginning. Let's see, the Four of Cups, that is more Cancerian energy. Six of Wands, that's Leo. We already talked about that. 8 is Virgo energy. Now we just are coming into this full moon eclipse in Virgo, and Virgo can be about getting organized, getting things in order, and that's a really good energy. So I really feel like it's kind of like at the end of the week, after we've resolved this situation, we're gonna kind of get into, okay, let's get back to you know, focusing on you know, manifesting a more peaceful energy in the after the lunar eclipse. I feel like that's going to be a shift where it's kind of like this is over with. Now remember, with that eclipse energy, things are going to get more and more intense as we go through the week. This energy is just a representation of the intensity that you may be feeling. That's why there's some confusion here. But remember, there's a spiritual lesson that needs to be learned here, and that is what is actually happening that is you're not quite aware of yet, but it is influencing your need for attention. All right, let's pull 3 cards here. There's the Tower. That is Aries energy, more fire sign, ruled by Mars, and that is a sudden change, transformation, kind of like a higher learning and a shift. So after this all plays out and we kind of get that revelation, the awareness of what it is that's not our, what deep inner need is not being met, and then it comes to our awareness after this outburst, and then we're able to examine that and say, why did I do that? And that's what you're going to be doing. And then you finally realize, oh, it's because, you know, really this is how I really feel like this need isn't being met. Now what do I do to make that happen? So there's a spiritual lesson to be learned here from this outburst. There we have the Page of Wands. That is more Aries energy. And the Six of Swords. Here comes more peace. We have the Six of Wands and Six of Swords. So this is that kind of that, okay, all will be well. Okay, so going to be kind of an emotionally turbulent day for yourself or for those around you, particularly, again, if you're dealing with somebody who is very activated, who has a very overstimulated nervous system, and possibly those people who are empaths. And then also if you're dealing with children, young people, teenagers, you might see some acting out behaviors today. So if that is, it's time for a discussion about what's really going on. All right, that's what I have for you. Remember to hydrate, and I hope you have a wonderful day. This is Elle wishing you well. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful to you for your positive presence, and thank you again for joining me for today's video. I look forward to seeing you again. Until then, namaste. Thank you so much for your likes, your subscribing to my channel, and your very kind comments. I hope you found this video helpful. Please check out my other videos for other messages that will help you enhance your spiritual well-being. I'm Elle, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you again. Until then, my dear friends, namaste.